We can now talk to Karen, who has two disabled daughters. Karen, it's lovely to see you. I know you're with Nix there. You're at the Noah's Ark Children's Hospice. And you're feeling this. You're feeling the impact of this lack of money, of the impact that the virus is having, because you currently have no carers coming in to help you. Tell us about your situation.
Well, as you say, I have two disabled children. Nix, who's still in bed with me here, is the Noah's Ark child, and usually we get some carer hours from Noah's Ark and other support as well. At the moment, because of coronavirus, our regular carers are self-isolating, quite rightly so, which means that we're stuck. And obviously the Noah's Ark team, who really are fab, but they can't risk things. If we think we might have been in contact with someone with the virus, they can't come to us and then possibly pass it on to somebody else. So at the moment, they're doing all that they can to support us from afar. So that's, you know, video links, phone calls. The volunteer service have been offering to do shopping and stuff. They're doing their best, but I do worry what's going to happen realistically. Particularly, funding can't happen.
Karen, you know, you've got Addie and Nix, who both have cerebral palsy. What does your day now involve in terms of care? In terms of, I see you laughing wryly, and, you know, the fact that you're smiling is brilliant. It's incredible. But and also, I'd like to ask how it's affecting you, because you are going to be affected.
I think, to be honest, at the moment, I'm running on adrenaline and chocolate, to be blunt. We've had a very difficult year, and Nix has only recently come out of hospital where she had a very severe respiratory issue and was intubated, and that was really quite terrifying. So she's not actually been in school since February, and we can't see her going back for the foreseeable. It's basically doing our normal stuff for the day, which for Nix is, I think 14 different regular medications about 6 times a day. We've had to include chest physio, suctioning, nebulizers into her daily routine, as well as doing all her personal care, facilitating her to communicate and trying to keep her kind of occupied. For Addie, I also have to do pretty much all her personal care. She can use a wheelchair herself, but she needs somebody to put her into it, and she needs somebody to take her out of it and everything like that. She needs occupying. At the moment, she's sitting in the kitchen on her iPad, and she's very happy doing that. But she can't do that all day. Obviously, in between doing stuff for Nix, I need to be trying to do stuff with Addie, trying to give her some of my attention, trying to make sure she's keeping up a little bit with schoolwork, doing stuff, but we can't go out, basically. We're lucky. We've got a lovely garden and the weather's been good. We've been in the garden. But usually during the holidays, we have carers who come in and come out with us. Because obviously with 2 disabled children, going out anywhere is very difficult. You can't fit 2 wheelchairs into a standard disabled toilet. Most disabled toilets don't have hoists in. So we do need people with us. And if Nix isn't well enough to go out one day, then we need a carer who can stay and look after Nix, so I can take Addie out. At the moment, obviously, we're stuck. And it does get frustrating at times. It does get difficult. Online support groups have been amazing, are amazing. Neighbours have been fantastic with doing shopping for us and stuff. But ultimately, whatever we're doing, it's with the fear of, what do I do if one of the girls gets it and ends up in hospital? You know, hopefully Noah's Ark will step in and help us if that's the case, but who knows for sure.
Now, Karen, thank you for taking us through, you know, it's so difficult what you're going through at the moment.
Karen, I can only imagine your story would have touched so many people today. What do you want to say in terms of what do you need? What can people do at this time where there are people like you and around the country who are going to be struggling and who are, like you said, living on adrenaline and chocolate because effectively you feel as if you're on your own?
I think that the key is we're not on our own. We may be physically on our own, But there are lots of people, either friends or organisations such as local hospices, who are there trying to help us through. And I think one of the things that Matthew said that was quite important is that the hospices are doing all that they can to try and support the NHS. I know that kind of the plan for Noah's Ark at the moment is to do what they can to take the load off the NHS. So to have children, they've just opened the most amazing new building. We were actually one of the first families to stay there, which was amazing. And I know that they're opening their bedrooms to children who are going to need the kind of care that they can provide. Obviously, we hope that not too many people need that, but Noah's Ark will be there. The difficulty being if they use up all their resources on fighting and helping to fight coronavirus, then a few months down the line, what happens when hopefully things are ready to restart, but they don't have the funding for the sibling support, the specialist carers, the therapeutic support that they provide. And this is a big worry because we have come to depend on them. We've come to rely on them. I would say to people, if you're not spending money going out at the moment, and I really hope you're not going out at the moment, then think about donating to your local hospice, ideally to our local hospice. You know, that's all I can really say.
Well, look, Karen, can I just say, I mean, very touched here in the studio. People will be affected by what you're saying, and what you say at the end there is so true. We wish you and your family, and Nick's there with you, we wish your two daughters all the best over these difficult times. It's amazing what you're doing. So thank you for talking to us today. And Matthew, thank you for your time as well. Good to speak to you. We'll talk another time. Thank you.
Strength of that woman, hey?
Mm-hmm.